Have you ever considered that preparedness may not be for you? And I want you all to hear me out because I don't know anything but preparedness. I was born in an shtf. I was raised in an shtf. I literally grew up in an shtf. I didn't know anything. When I got to the US, apparently that was called preparedness. For me, it was just life. So I come here to share my life, what it was back then and what it is right now. So just for all intents and purposes, I'm just sharing with y'all. The problem is that there's a lot of not knowing or a lot of theoreticals or theories, and that causes a lot of damage. And it causes a lot of damage because like I always say, lack of first-hand experience. And when you lack first-hand experience, well, you coming from a place of theory. You get what I'm saying? And I always get a lot of heat, a lot of pushback from folks saying that losing your job as an SHTF, an individual SHTF, you're saying that because you have never lived in an SHTF. That's why you're saying that. If you will live in an SHTF, like I did, you will take that loss of job as a walk in the park. But because you have not experienced hardship to the extreme, that's why you're saying that. And again, it goes to the mindset of, are you sure that this is it for you? Are you sure that you want to call yourself a prepper? Are you sure you want to call yourself somebody who prepares? I mean, it is totally fine to say, I don't believe in that. Just like you go around and say that this is not your religion, this is my religion, or this is something else. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with you wearing what you're wearing, and I think different. There's nothing wrong with that. We can always agree to disagree. Always. But you have to understand that if it's not for you, don't linger. Move to better things. If it's not your cup of tea, you do absolutely nothing with constant criticism and getting upset. And I see that quite often. Maybe because they get a kick out of it. Maybe because they go and they try to put their 2 cents and but you're supposed to do this because such and such expert. And to me, honestly, that means absolutely nothing. I don't know that individual, that expert. I don't know them. I don't care what they're saying. What they're saying, in my experience, are perhaps 2 totally different things. So why would I believe something that that person is saying when personally I have experienced it differently? You see what I'm saying? Why would I believe that individual saying that the only way to make a fire is with a ferrocerium rod when I know for a fact they're pouring lighter fluid and lighting it is going to create a fire? I know that for a fact. So you see, and again, it goes to the whole thing like, well, Billy, there's a lot of flavors of preparedness. There's a lot of flavors of having fun with sticks. That's what it is. There's a lot of flavors of that. Preparedness is boring, as I said before. Preparedness is something that you either have the basics covered or you don't. You either do or you don't. Preparedness is something that if you focus on, just the flashy gear, you're bound to fail. Totally, 100%, you're bound to fail. If all you think is in the, the end of the world scenario, movie, Mad Max, something like that, you will fail because that is not how life works. Even in SHTF, even when things get horribly bad, life goes on. No matter what, you will still have to drink water. You will still have to make food. You will still have to use the facilities. Simple. Folks don't understand that. Preparedness should be focused more on simplicity than anything else. And if that is not your thing, do yourself a favor. Look at yourself in the mirror and admit to yourself, you know what? Preparedness is not for me. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just going to go along with my life. And that's it. You will do yourself a huge favor and you will save yourself so much money and headaches that it's just going to make your life better. Now, if you truly are serious about preparedness, and that's something that I encourage everybody to be serious about preparedness, and that is one of the reasons that I remove comments. Not just for the boundary that I wanted to put in this channel, but also the constant jokes. I don't see the passive aggression jokes being funny. So that's one of the reasons why I no longer have comments in my channel, because I just don't want to deal with those at times very inappropriate jokes. I mean, I'm in my mid-40s. I don't have time to play around. I don't have time to joke around. I just don't have time. My time, and I hope yours, is being used very to the benefit of your family, and everything else really doesn't matter. So, aside from the boundary part, that's one of the reasons as well that I took away the comments. It's just, I don't want to deal with those things. I know a lot of folks are always like, oh, you should have the comment section. It helps your channel. I'm here to provide advice based on my life. You don't have to listen. If you want to listen, fine. If not, it's fine too. But going back to the topic, just see what it is you want to do. There is no point whatsoever of you getting upset, of you just criticizing when you yourself are not doing anything. If you don't like seeing prepper news, don't look at it. Don't look at it. If you think that you have too much screen time, get a flip phone. I recommend you guys to see the one that I did. The transition is going to be a lot harder than what you think. That I guarantee you, because we are so used to have everything at the tip of our fingers that the transition is really hard. I'm still going through the transition. It's hard. It's like, if you think that quitting smoking was bad, this is worse. If you think that quitting drinking coffee was bad, this is worse. I don't know anything else, so I'm just going to say it like that. Be mindful of those things. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with you saying, like, I'm just not a prepper. I'm not going to do it. This is not my cup of tea. I think it's more entertaining than anything else. That's legit. That is you not admitting defeat, but you saying it's not for you. Just like football is not for me. I don't understand football. I don't understand grown-ass men banging each other, or like baseball, grown-ass men hitting a ball with a stick and touching their asses. I just don't understand it. Again, we are all wired differently. Anyways, I just want to come here and say that I want to have, heart-to-heart videos with y'all, so you guys understand. It's just, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just be mindful that if you fail to prepare, you're gonna have to live with the consequences. Power outages, camping, work on the go. Opus keeps you connected at home and outdoors with clean, reliable energy. Opus powers freedom. Opus, the choice of the frontier preppers. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an add to your run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.